Hi everyone. In the previous video, I explained you about how to create a user in SQL Plus after installing the Oracle database. Today I am going to explain how to connect that user in the SQL developer, and I am going to create some tables and some concepts like creating the constraint, creating the columns, everything I am going to explain. So if you like this video, please subscribe and like, share to your friends. So let's start the video. First we'll open the SQL Plus. What we have created the user last video, prod. Username is prod and the password is asdf1234. So it's connected. If you want to see what all the users are there in the database, then you need to write the query select star from all users column. Oh, okay, I'll do one thing so that it will be more accurate to see. Set line size, I will decrease line size to 200. Okay, and now all users. Okay, now it's showing the users. Total 40 users are there. In that, I will do one more thing. Set line size 200. Okay, now I will select star from all users. See, now our user prod, when it is created 19th September 23. So our user is created. So what we'll do, we'll connect this user in SQL developer. So I have already installed the SQL developer. This is how it looks. So here is the connections tab. Click on this new connection. What is our username? Prod. Here you can give anything. Here you should give username is prod and the password is asdf1234. Here SID is ORCL. This one you will get when you are installing the Oracle database. Okay, we need to test it. It's showing success. Then save and connect to that prod. See now that prod tab has come. You can see now this prod connection user has come and the spreadsheet has opened. Now we'll discuss about the data. What is the data? Data is the collection of information. If you see nowadays there is so much of data. Like for example, everybody will understand the DMart or stores. In the stores, so much data will be there, like product information, orders information, everything will be there. But did you think where they will store? We have so many types of data, uh, data storage, data storages in the real-time environment, and database is one of that. Okay, Oracle database is one of that. So to store the data, we are using the SQL. But how we are storing the data in SQL? Wait, data. It's the collection of information, and SQL The structured query language, structured query language, and Oracle database we are using to store the data. This is one of the database, one of the storage. Okay. Now, how we are storing the data in the SQL? We are storing the data in the database in the form of tables. What is the table? It's a database object. Okay, which will store the information in the form of rows and columns. Okay. Now suppose we will take the example of DMart data. Okay. And what will be there in the DMart? Products. So we'll create the products table and orders. Okay. And sold items. Okay, sold items. Okay, these three tables we'll create today. So what is the syntax for creating the table? Okay, now the syntax is create table. Table name is products we are creating, and we need to give in the brackets. We have given the name for the table. Now what will be there in the table? That columns we should give. Okay, so what all columns will be there in the products table? For suppose what will be there in the products, we can give the columns product ID. In the DMart what we'll see? Product ID, number, product will have some name. Okay, I will give 100 characters, and date of manufacturing date, MFD manufacturing date should be date, data type, and expiry date, okay, and product category. Wait. Now we have defined the products. Product ID, product name, manufacturing date, and expiry date. Okay. And we'll give one more thing, where it is coming. Product owner, we'll say. Varchar 2 of 40 or 50 characters. Okay. Now we have given product table name as products, and we have given some columns. What all will be there in the products table? But what are this number, varchar 2 date, varchar 2? Okay, you need to have some question, what are these? Okay, then in Oracle, for everything, for every column we need to give what is the data types. Like for example, these are boys, these are girls, like that we'll say, right? In the Oracle it will understand the data and differentiate in the name of data types. Okay, so product id, it will be number. Okay, and the name, it will be characters, right? We'll write like Anusha, Gopi, like that. So it will be varchar2. And the manufacturing date, it will be date data type. So in the Oracle we have four types of data types: numeric data types, character data types, and date data types, and long, and for long integers, so many are there. Okay, now we have created the products table. In the same way we can create the orders and sold items. We have defined the products table. Now I will execute this. Simply select this and click on the run button. See, if you can see the message, table products created. Okay, now if we want to see how it is created, then we'll see describe. We need to use the keyword describe products. Okay, click on the run. Now it is showing, see, product id, number, product name, varchar2, like that it has created and it is showing. Okay, now you need to, but in the products, in the DMart products, so there will be so many products. Okay, so how the user will differentiate, like these are the uh, types of categories, product categories, like these are the oil categories, these are the rice categories, like that. So we'll add one more column to this product table. Okay, no worries, table is already created, but we can add whichever column you want using, we are altering the table. Alter table products. Okay, add product category. Okay, I am giving it as number. I am pinning this so that we'll see. Now the table is altered. Now we'll describe the same table and see whether it is added. See, now the product category is added. What we'll do, we'll create separate table for product category, so that in the product table, whenever product ID is adding, we'll give one product category ID. Okay, so whenever we want to see some products under oil, then we can use that product category ID and query the table. Okay, so we'll create the product category table. What is the syntax? Create table. Table name is product category. Okay. In Oracle, you need to have questions for everything. Then you will be knowing all the concepts. Instead of reading line by line, if you have more questions, more you will understand the Oracle. Okay, product category, I am giving category ID and category name. Category ID will be which data type? It will be number, comma. In the syntaxes, each comma is counting, like everything will count. Okay, otherwise syntax error will come. I will show you how that will be. Now category id and category name I'm adding simple. Okay, now I will miss this comma and I will execute this. Okay, click on the run button. See, it is showing the error report will come, missing right parenthesis. So because we have missed comma, so now we'll click on this. Now see, product category created. Now we have created products table, we have created product category table. Now how we'll link this both the tables, that is the question. The answer is the constraints primary key and foreign key. Using that you can link both the products table and product category table. Now what we are learning, primary key, primary key and foreign key. Okay, foreign key. What are these? In Oracle we have different types of constraints, like we are giving the columns, right? So we have some predefined constraints in Oracle, like not null, like my product name should not be null. There will not be any product without product name. Okay, suppose if you are missing in the insert statement, like when we are inserting the data into the table, if we miss the product name, then it will be a, we won't understand what is that product name. So by avoiding that human error, what we'll do, we can add the constraint not null. This is one constraint. Okay, like that we have primary key constraint, like suppose in the products so many millions of products are there, and when we are querying, when we want to query some of the products, then the database will search all the millions of the data, so it will take lot of time, which will be performance issues. So we need to create the primary key or indexes. Okay, I will be discussing on these indexes and primary constraints in more detail in the next video. In this video I am touching one by one, so that what all the concepts are there when we are creating the table. Okay, product id number I am giving it as primary key. Okay, but the table is already created. What we can do, if the table is already created, we can alter the table. Alter table. What is the table name? Products. Add, what we are adding? Constraint, and the constraint name will give product id pk constraint. Okay, and constraint name I have given, give it as primary key brackets on product underscore id. Okay, now run this. Product, sorry, here column name is wrong, so it is giving invalid identifier, so you should give the correct column name. Okay, so now table products altered. Now we'll see in the connection tab. Okay, prod under the tables, see we have created products table and product category table. See products, product ID. Now we see the definition of this table. See, all this will be there under the table. So constraints, it's loading. See, we have created primary key, enabled, okay, name is, if we are creating the primary key, automatically index also will be created, okay. Understood? Okay, now let's go and link the product category with the products. Now we have primary key in this one. So okay, now to create the foreign key in the product category table, we need to make the category id as primary key. So one primary key should be there. So we need to add alter table product category, add constraint, constraint, okay, primary key, what is the primary key, category id. So now run this, add constraint name pk underscore category. Now see, table product category altered. So primary key is added in product category table. Now we'll go to the products table. Now what we need to do, we need to create the foreign key, alter table products, add constraint, fk, I'm giving category foreign key. What is the foreign key for product category? Which references these keywords also you can remember like this, references. What is that table? Product category. Copy this one, paste here, and which one it is referring? Category id, give in the brackets this column name. Now run this command. Yeah, sorry. Now products table is altered. Now we have created primary key and foreign key constraints. So what we learned here, so for creating the foreign key, we should have primary key in the child table, and in the parent table, whichever column we are referring, that we need to give in the reference column. Okay. Now we have learned not null constraint, primary key constraint, and foreign key constraint. There is one more constraint, unique constraint, which unique unique constraint. So what is the difference between primary key and unique key constraint is both are same, only difference is unique constraint will allow null values and the primary key will not allow the null values. Okay, this is the only difference and the syntax everything is same. And so we have created products table, we have created product category table. In this video we have learned how to create the tables and how to add the columns to the already created table and how to add the constraints like primary key, foreign key, and what are the data types, numeric data types, character data types, and date data types. Okay, and if you want to see the tables, select star from all tables. What all tables are there in this user? This is the table name, all underscore tables. There are so many tables, so we'll give where table name. Our table name is, I will give you one video, I will do one video on select command also in the coming videos. Table name is products. Give, it is case sensitive, so give in the uppercase. Table name equal to, see our table is created. Okay, we'll see both the tables. If we want to see both the tables we need to use the in command. Okay, all these commands I will explain you while I am explaining the select command. Okay, if I explain now everything it will be too exhausted for you. So our two tables are created. If you want to see what are all the tables are available in the database, you can query all tables, and if you want to see your table then you need to give in the where class table names. Okay, now let's in the next video I will be explaining how to insert the data into the products table and product category table, and we'll do some operations what all the things happening in the our example, like we are using the dmart data, so we will do some operations on dmart, like adding the columns, sorry, adding the data into the tables and creating the procedures and operations in the videos. Okay, and I will show you one thing, this one. Whenever we are creating the table we need to remember these things. While creating the table we have how many types of table? We have three types of creating the table. I'm giving the overview. I will create a separate video on this one with the examples. Okay, we'll do in our project. Okay, like types, like regular table, like whatever we have created right now, products and product category, and temporary table, global temporary table, and we can create the tables with the using the another table also, that also I will explain. And performance, like like constraints. For performance, what we have added right now, we have used primary key constraints, foreign key constraints. Okay, like that we have two others also, indexes and partitioning. Okay, table partitioning. These concepts will be coming under one video. And data types, we have already explained what all the data types are there: numeric data types, character data types, date data types, and the boolean data types. Okay, and the sequences. While creating the table itself, like product id is there right in our table. So for that product id, instead of we'll give product id like 1 2 3 4, Oracle can automatically create the sequence like 1 next to 2, like that. For that we'll use the sequences concept. So that I will explain in the next video. And triggers, what are the triggers, I will explain you in our project example. For example, in the DMart, so many products are there, so many orders are there. So daily some people will go and buy something. So if the owner wants to store all the sold items data or highest selling data, then we can create one trigger on trigger. It's the English word. You think in the English example like trigger, like in the product, in the orders table, we'll create one trigger whenever the order is sold or sold order is sold or something like that. So order is sold, we'll create one trigger like that product will goes to the sold items table. We'll create another table and insert one row into the sold items table. Okay, in that way user can easily query the sold items table and get all of the records how many items are sold. Okay, this is one simple example. And security wise, we are creating the tables. Okay, and per suppose if another user also want to use this, DMart is there everywhere in Hyderabad, in Mumbai, everywhere is there. So there will be so many users using this database. So if we want to give the grant to some other user, how we can give? And the synonyms. Okay, if there are two databases users, so how we can uh, create synonyms? Okay, synonym is nothing but another name giving to this table in another user. Okay, so all these concepts I will be explaining in detail in the next video. Okay everyone. Okay, see you all. Bye bye. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to your friends so that we will be discussing all the concepts in the real time with the real time examples, and I will be explaining how it will be executed in the project environment also in the companies. Okay, thank you all. Bye bye. See you in the next video.